Good morning, students. So far, we have learned what is a phrase, what is a sentence, what is a clause. I hope you all have seen the videos and you have understood in a better manner. If you have any doubt, watch every video once again or thrice. That definitely lets you understand the concept in a very clear manner. There is no doubt. If you understand what is the phrase, what is the sentence, and what is the structure of a sentence, and what is a clause, if explained. If not explained, you can leave that part, because we are no way connected to the concept of clause at present grammar, at this present topic, at this present time. There is no need to know anything about what is a clause. If it is explained in the video, okay, you can understand. Then try to understand. It's a separate class. Explanation regarding clause will be given later in a detailed manner. We shall discuss it later. And after that, in another video, I explain you what are different kinds of sentences. SR2 sentence, its structure, S-no interrogative, WH interrogatives and their structures, imperatives and exclamatories. You should understand these structures and the kinds of sentences and identification of sentence. How to identify the given sentence. That is the first step in writing answer to the present concept. That is active and passive. ACTIVE, active voice, and passive, PASSIVE, passive voice. A statement may be given in active voice and you are asked to transform it to passive voice, and sometimes you may be asked to write the statement which is given in passive voice to the active voice. Generally, till now you might have seen a statement given in active voice. ఇప్పటి వరకు మీకు చెప్పిన దాంట్లో ఒక స్టేట్మెంట్ ని యాక్టివ్ వాయిస్ లో ఇచ్చి you are asked to write the statement in passive voice. Passive voice లో రాయమని ఇచ్చారు. Now, at this level, at your higher standards level, higher school level, you may be given a statement in passive voice. Statement ni మీకు ఇక్కడ ఉన్న passive voice లో ఇచ్చి దాన్ని you are asked to write, you may be asked to write in active voice also. The active to passive, passive to active, vice versa transformation. ఎలా చేయాలి అనేది మీకు తెలియాలి. If you understand how change, what kind of changes do occur in active to passive, while changing active voice sentence to passive voice, simply you have to reverse it. దాన్ని రివర్స్ చేస్తే అదే మళ్ళీ యాక్టివ్లో చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. In order to understand this concept, the first step is to, you should be able to identify the given sentence. What kind of sentence is given to me? Whether an SR2 sentence is given, an S-no interrogative is given, a WH interrogative is given, an imperative sentence is given, or an exclamatory sentence is given. What kind of sentence is given out of these 5 kinds? Of course, there are only 4 kinds, but for our convenience, we shall further classify. Interrogatives are 2. We have 2 interrogatives. One is S-no interrogative, another is WH interrogative. Okay, these 2 are considered one, but for our easy understanding, for our convenience, for our comfortability, we shall divide those 2. SR2 sentence, S-no interrogative, WH interrogative, imperative or exclamatory. What kind of sentence is given to me? If you have clarity regarding that, then you will be able to understand this concept, because this is second step. The first step is you should be able to identify the kind of sentence that is given to you. You may be given an SR2 sentence, either positive or negative, an S-no interrogative, either positive or negative, a WH interrogative, either positive or negative, an imperative, positive or negative, an exclamatory. There are rare cases where they are given negative sentences and exclamatory sentences. Okay? So first of all, you should be identify that concept. You should be able to identify that concept. What kind of sentence is given to me? Okay? And then comes these issues. Changes in pronouns, changes in verbs. All other topics come next. So the present topic is how to transform an active voice sentence to passive voice. And first you should be able to understand what are the changes that occur in pronouns. See, pronouns are in two cases. These pronouns are in two cases. Pronouns will be in two cases. One is subjective case. SUB JECTIVE. SUB JECTIVE. Subjective case. Another one is objective case. Subjective case and objective. OBJECTIVE. Objective case. First let us see what are subjective case, what are objective case. The simple concept is you are given a sentence. I gave him. Let's say this is the sentence. I gave him. Let's say this is the sentence that is given to you. I'll write it a little bit bigger. I gave him. If this is your sentence, okay, here in this sentence you can identify that there are two pronouns. One is I, this is pronoun, and another is him, this is also pronoun. You might be able to identify these two as pronouns. What is a subjective case pronoun in this sentence? What is an objective case pronoun in this sentence? I say I is the subjective case pronoun and him is the objective case pronoun. I say I is the subjective case pronoun and him is the objective case pronoun. So you may have doubt. So how can you say that it is subjective case, this is objective case? The logic is very simple. Identify the verb in the given sentence. Identify the verb in the given sentence. On the right side of this verb, what are the pronouns that you have? Those are objective case pronouns. What are on the left of the verb? Those are subjective case pronouns. For our easy understanding, for our convenience, for our easy understandability, this is the technique. This is not the regular form in which you identify subjective case pronouns, objective case pronouns. In a simple manner, to understand it in an easier manner, the technique is identify the verb. What are the verbs? What are all the verbs you have got on the right side of the verb are called objective pronouns. What are all the pronouns that you find, that you identify on the left of your verb are subjective case pronouns. That's it. That makes you understand the concept in an easier manner. Identification becomes very, very easy. So in this case, gave is the verb. On the left hand outside this gave, I is the pronoun. It is on the left side, hence it is subjective case pronoun. Him is the pronoun here, it is on the right side of the verb, hence it is objective case of the pronoun. Likewise, in a sentence, whatever is the kind of sentence, be it assertive sentence, yes no interrogative, WH interrogative, imperative or exclamative, there might be a few subjective case pronouns or objective case pronouns, and you need to change this objective case to subjective case to objective case. That means when you bring him, it is already in the case, it is already on the right side of the verb, hence it is objective case pronoun. You may need to bring this, you will need to bring this, you should need to bring this to the place of subject. In that case it changes in case. You need to bring this subjective case pronoun to the place of objective at the time of writing your active and passive voice. At the time of writing your passive voice answer, you need to bring this objective case pronoun to the subject and subjective case pronoun to the place of objective case. In that case, you have to make some changes do occur. So, understand, changes in pronouns occur while writing an active voice statement to passive voice. మీరు ఒక స్టేట్మెంట్ని యాక్టివ్ వాయిస్ నుంచి ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్కి మార్చేటప్పుడు మీకు ఇచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్లో ఏ సెంటెన్స్ ఇచ్చినా, అసర్టివ్ సెంటెన్స్ ఇచ్చినా, ఎస్ నో ఇంట్రోగేటివ్ సెంటెన్స్ ఇచ్చినా, WH ఇంట్రోగేటివ్ సెంటెన్స్, ఇంపరేటివ్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్క్లమేటివ్, ఏ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ సెంటెన్స్ ఇచ్చినా ఆ సెంటెన్స్లో ప్రొనౌన్స్ ఉంటే, ఆ సెంటెన్స్లో ప్రొనౌన్స్ ఉండాలి అని రూల్ లేదు, ఉంటే సబ్జెక్టివ్ కేసులో ఉన్న ప్రొనౌన్స్ ఉండొచ్చు, ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ కేసులో ఉన్న ప్రొనౌన్స్ ఉండొచ్చు, ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్లో రెండు ఉండొచ్చు. ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్లో సబ్జెక్టివ్ కేస్ ప్రొనౌన్ ఉంది, ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ కేస్ ప్రొనౌన్ ఉంది. కానీ మీరు రాసే ఎగ్జాంపుల్లో సబ్జెక్టివ్ కేసులో కానీ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ కేసులో కానీ ఏ ప్రొనౌన్ ఉండాలని రూల్ లేదు, ఉండకపోవచ్చు. ఆర్ సబ్జెక్టివ్ కేస్ ప్రొనౌన్ ఒకటే ఉండొచ్చు, ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ కేస్ ప్రొనౌన్ లేకపోవచ్చు. ఆర్ సబ్జెక్టివ్ కేస్ ప్రొనౌన్ లేకుండా ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ కేస్ ప్రొనౌనే ఉండొచ్చు. ఎనీ ఆఫ్ దీస్ కేసెస్ ఇఫ్ దేర్ ఆర్ ప్రొనౌన్స్, ఒకవేళ ప్రొనౌన్స్ ఉంటే హౌ డు దే చేంజ్, ఎలా మారతాయి? యాక్టివ్ వాయిస్ నుంచి ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్కి మారేటప్పుడు, యాక్టివ్ వాయిస్ నుంచి ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్కి మార్చేప్పుడు ఎలా చేంజ్ అవుతాయి? దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ టాపిక్ దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. దట్ ఈస్ వై హియర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ రిటన్ చేంజెస్ ఇన్ pronouns. Changes in pronouns. See, pronouns will be in two cases: subjective case, objective case. How do I know? Left of the verb, subjective case pronoun. Right of the verb, objective case pronouns. Right of the verb, objective case pronoun. Left of the verb, subjective case pronoun. At the time of writing passive voice to this question, ఈ క్వశ్చన్కి మీరు ప్యాసివ్ వాయిస్ రాసేప్పుడు సబ్జెక్టివ్ కేసులో ఉన్న ప్రొనౌన్స్ ఏవైనా ఉంటే వాటిని ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ కేసులోకి మార్చి ఇక్కడ రాస్తారు. ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ కేసులో ఏమైనా ప్రొనౌన్స్ ఉంటే వాటిని సబ్జెక్టివ్ కేసులోకి మార్చి ఇక్కడ వ్రాయచ్చు. హెన్స్ we need to understand what are the changes that occur in pronouns at this transformation. While doing a transformation, while transforming sentence from either active to passive or passive to active. Okay, that we shall see now. In the subjective case, in the objective case. In the subjective case, if there is I, subjective case lo I unte, it changes to me. I changes to me. Same thing happens while object becomes a subject. If the subject is I, in the place of subject, if you see the pronoun I, at the time of writing passive voice answer, this I changes to me. Same case, this me from objective case to subjective case, it changes from me to I while writing subjective case. I changes to me when it is written in objective case. When the object is written in subjective case, this me changes to I. I to me, me to I. Likewise, we changes to us, and this us changes back to we. It is not we. We and chadudam kada manam, that is wrong pronunciation. It is we. It should be pronounced like this character in English. The character that's kada meeku we, stuv chadudam kada, you have to pronounce it that way. This is not we. We and pronounce cheyakoodu, you have to pronounce this as we. Okay, so we changes to us, and this is not us, not jasam, sasam, us, not us. It is not us, it is us. Okay, and then these two are first person pronouns. First person pronouns. These two are called first person pronouns. And now we have got second person pronoun. Only we got one second person pronoun, that is you. You from subject case to object case remains same. Object case to subject also remains same. This is second person pronoun. This is second person pronoun. Now, he changes to him, and again he changes back to he. She changes to her, and her again changes back to she. It changes to it. Again this it changes back to it. They changes to them, and again this them changes back to they. See, these three are third person pronouns. These three are third person pronouns. Changes occur likewise while writing active to passive. Subjective base becomes objective, object becomes subject, subject becomes object. Subject becomes object, object becomes subject. If there are pronouns in the place of subject, if I is in the place of subject, while writing passive voice, it changes to me. And this object changes back to I. Likewise, these changes do occur. These are the changes that occur. I'll write one example statement so that you can understand. You may not, I'm just explaining you in this example, just the changes in pronouns, but not changes in words. That is another topic. Okay? So, this is the statement that we shall see. We found them. Let's take this is the example. I am not telling you what kind of sentence is this. You might have been able to identify this. If you are able to identify, first step is identify the kind of sentence that is given to us. You may understand that this is SR2 sentence, positive sentence. Our focus should now only be on the pronoun. In this, see, we have got only three words. We found them. These are the three words we have got in this sentence. Only these three words. In these three words, two words are pronouns. See, we is a pronoun, them is a pronoun. I hope now you can say what is subjective case pronoun, what is objective case pronoun. Our focus should first be on verb. This is the verb. Okay? And on the right of this verb, them, this is objective case pronoun. Left of this verb, we, this is subjective case pronoun. At the time of writing this into passive voice, subjective case pronoun comes here, objective case pronoun comes to the place of subject, subjective case pronoun comes to the place of object. The changes will be, we changes to what? Us. So at the time of writing answer, here what do you write? USS. You don't write we again here. You write USS. At the same way, when you write this objective case pronoun in the subject, what do we read? Them changes back to they. That means here in this case, at the time of writing answer, you write they in this case and you write us in this case. And there might be some changes in the verb. There might be some changes in the verb. The changes in the verb will be discussed later, then you can understand it later. Now the concept is this one. See, them changes to they and we changes to us. Likewise, the pronouns do change in subjective case to objective case to subject. That we have to understand. I hope you know this concept. I know you know this concept very well. You have studied it, you have learned it in your earlier classes. You are very familiar with these two topics. I know it for sure. But once again, I am giving you this topic in a detailed manner so that you can write all of your workbook answers without looking at the key, just on understanding this concept. These concepts are important because as long as you are a student, as long as you pursue your studies, you need to focus on these concepts till you get a job. Job will put up in being based on the questions in the job. Whether it is a government job or non-government job, whatever it is, at the time of writing, at the time of appearing for a test in government job or private job, whatever is the sector that you are going to write your examination for, you will have questions based on active and passive voice. So don't learn something for this year for your 8th class, 9th class or 10th class. Learn these topics through. These topics will come in handy. Every time they come in useful whenever you write a test because you have got questions based on this topic. That is why it is explained in a detailed manner, very detailed manner. So understand this concept. In the next video we shall discuss the changes in the verbs concept. And you better note down this content in your grammar books so that it comes in handy for your future references. Got it all of it? Thank you students, and one more instruction, one more request please. Please don't go away from your homes. Stay back in your homes. Stay back at your homes and be safe. You will be safe and your parents and your relatives, everybody will be safe. Thank you.